welcome to River City Runs Red, our Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle here on Restless Barbarian Gaming. I'm your storyteller, Aloysius, and it's the penultimate episode, everybody. Very, very bittersweet feelings here, but we're not done quite yet, and things are ramping up for everybody. But before we get into what happened last time and where we are now, I will have all of my lovely players introduce themselves in a clockwise fashion, starting with Tiara.
Muted.
You're muted.
I'm not normal position, so I'm so caught off guard. That's really I'm T, and I play Elaine Mallory, and she's having such a lovely time now. She's in the belly, essentially, the den of evil right now. She's facing off against her boss. Crazy. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this session today and seeing if the storyteller gets a TPK.
That'd be unfortunate, but I guess we'll find out.
And you all went up against corporate and you all died.
All right, hey, I'm Tom, playing Ephraim, and I have been thinking about what Ephraim is going to do since last week. I have a plan. It's probably going to fail, but he's probably going to try it anyway. So,
Fair enough.
we'll see what happens.
That's all you can do.
That's right.
Hi, I am Scully. Well, I'm Pluto playing Scully. I'm not actually Scully. That would be kind of an issue because she's kind of killed people. So I would hope I wouldn't be the one killing people.
Hey, nobody knows that. Well, some people know that, but
Anyway. So, last we left off, also confronting my boss in game. And pretty sure he's more powerful and way scarier and way above my pay grade to be dealing with. But here we are. Let's do our best. Cheers!
Indeed. Yes. I couldn't pick Pluto this time because I, put them in the spotlight first last time, so I had to give them
Thank
a break.
goodness.
I had to
I
give
was
them a
like-
break, and Tiara's never on the end, so I had to go for that. But last time, plans were enacted, and team club, we'll call them, Evane, Ephraim, and Hassan all snuck into the host club of Evane's Sire, the minister known as Frey, and managed to get into his secret underground compartment room, whatever, where he's seemingly doing some nasty rituals and also keeping at least two important kindred staked in a room that was protected by a ward that really messed Hassan up for a little bit there. And as they freed him from the ward, Frey was like, "Hey bitches, what's up?" And then meanwhile, at Team Bar was Scully and Merrick went to go confront Baron Andre Walker of Ward 3, sort of like see what his involvement was. Scully said, "I'm not much of a talker. It's probably best if you handle this, but I'll keep watch." Merrick went in. Things devolved rather quickly, and he got thrown out of a window, essentially right next to Scully, stating that diplomacy had failed. Which is where we will be picking up with Merrick and Scully facing down, Baron Walker as he is essentially making his way out the now shattered window.
Okay, awesome, cool. I think first things first. Hold on. Let me double check this. Definitely activating feral weapons.
Understandable.
That is not a D10. Where are all my D10s? Okay, this works. It's a percentage die. This works. It's 10-sided. That is a 6 for the rouse check, so that's good. And let me check everything. Everything's kind of happening so quickly. Does he know that I'm here?
You are. I mean, make me a Dex stealth roll.
Right. Okay. Let me see.
To see if you can I would say to see if you can quickly like duck behind it, like completely behind that tree that you were by.
I did. I came up towards the window, I believe.
Oh, okay. Yes, okay. Then in that case, I'd say you can sort of like try and sort of like duck, like press yourself up against the like wall of the building to try and go undetected if you would like to go that route.
I would like to go this route.
Okay, sounds
just
good.
to see if we can get a bit of a jump on him. That is only one success. God bless.
Only one success. You sort of like crouch down and press yourself up against the. Well, you know, I'll roll for him just to be, you know, just to try.
0 success.
I would say just to try and be kind. No, unfortunately.
Darn.
He crawls his way out the window, and he, as soon as he has both feet on the ground outside, he sort of just looks over to you and says, "Scully, what are you doing here?" Well, care to lend a hand while you're at it?
No, I think because Merrick like said, "Do not look this man in the fucking eyes," she's practiced for this all her life by being socially awkward. She's not looking at his face.
Yes, my social anxiety is finally coming in handy.
Thank God, finally. But yeah, I think that Scully is just going to trust Merrick more. She's going to just like go for it.
Okay.
If I'm being so for real. Okay. And by go for it, I do mean probably try and swing on him.
Okay. Make me a strength brawl roll.
Okay. Let me.
As I drop one of my dice on the ground.
Real? This is so real. I've cursed you.
I'm pulling a Pluto.
Yeah, you're pulling a me because I don't have a dice box. Hold up. Let's see. And it'll check where. Okay. +2 modifier to. I was like double checking what exactly feral weapons does. And let me roll these. That is. Oh fuck! Awesome!
Yeah?
That is 6 successes with a crit.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, let's see how he does at trying to avoid that. Okay. Alright, he got 4 successes. So, he tries to dodge out of the way, but you manage to, get a nice good scratch with your feral weapons across his chest as he's sort of like trying to move out of the way. And you know that feral weapons, in mechanical terms, does unhalved superficial damage. So usually very effective in combat situations.
Ooh.
And it still clearly does damage to him, but it's not quite as effective as you were hoping to. You were hoping to gouge a bit more flesh out of this guy when you scratched him.
Ooh. Okay. Noting this. And I think that after that, she's gonna go ahead and like notices. Oh fuck! That really should have done more, even against like another kindred.
Yeah, I would say especially against another kindred, it's one of the most effective weapons. Other than like Molotovs and fire and shit.
She's going to go ahead and like. I don't remember the exact combat rules because I am a D&D person when it comes to combat.
Yeah, it's a little loosey goosey. But sort of like as you swipe at him and he sort of like takes a step back, he sort of looks down at his chest and says, "Oh, it's gonna be like that, huh? Okay." And as Merrick is sort of like running towards him with his sort of like bone talons, he sort of, because if you'll recall, there were a few people who walked out of the bar but had not left the area, and Andre's gonna just yell out and say, "Boys, I could use some help back here," and she was like, "What?" And as the skirmish is going on, and Merrick sort of like leaps at him to swipe at him, which I will now roll for. Okay, not as good as Scully.
It's okay.
But we'll see how Andre does. Okay. Rolled less well against that. And Merrick runs up and just like stabs one of his like fucking Edward Scissorhands looking claws into Andre's back, and he's just like, and quickly like pulls himself away and says, "Now would be preferable, please." And
that would be preferable. Oh my fucking god.
And you quickly hear the sounds of at least 3 or 4 sets of footsteps running towards the back of the bar. So you have like maybe one more round to do stuff before reinforcements arrive.
Okay, awesome and cool and amazing. Okay. I'm like peeping at all of this. How much of a... Is there cameras around this bar?
From what you know, they try to, Andre tries to keep it pretty camera free around the bar.
Okay. Alright. That would be a whole building. I don't know if Scully can do that. Don't even worry about what came to mind.
I'm so curious now.
I'm just wondering if I could, like, drag some kind of thing down to, like, obstruct the other's path, but I don't know how the layout of the bar is, if they can just go around it, if I can, like, drop it on them.
Yeah,
would there be anything to do that?
Not. I would say no, not really. Because it sounds like they're at the front and they're currently running around the side to try to make it to the back where you guys are currently.
Okay. I think. I think that Scully. Can I see about activating? Is it prowess? I believe it's prowess.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay. Let me see this. I do get hungrier, so that's not great.
And what's your hunger at now?
2.
That's still not terrible. Still
not terrible. And I think Scully is going to look over at Merrick and see, like kind of like then move to like try and intercept whoever is coming around the corner. Are they close enough that Scully can kind of like get the jump on them, even though it's like, oh, just yelling for help so far?
Yeah, I'd say you'd be able to position yourself sort of like at the corner of the building. So like as soon as they rounded the corner, you'd be able to get the drop on at least one of them.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what Scully is wanting to do, to try and like take out whoever is coming closer. Is anybody within, attack?
Yeah, they'll sort of like finish rounding the corner and on the next go of things. So as soon as one of them makes an appearance, I'll say you can sort of get whatever you're planning to go. So for the moment, you can just get yourself into position.
Yeah, Scully's gonna go ahead and get into position first, and that will be. All I'm thinking is about held actions in Dungeons and Dragons. I'm so sorry, everybody. All I know is 5e.
It's okay. It's okay. That's essentially what this is, more or less.
Okay, awesome.
So you sort of like post up, waiting for the first guy to just round the corner, and in the meantime, Merrick is going to go and swing it to Andre with his claws again. Not great. Not great for Merrick. Even less good.
Oh no.
And Merrick goes to swing it to Baron Walker, and Andre just sort of like weaves out of the way and says, "It didn't have to be like this." And then he just like uppercuts at Merrick and sends Merrick flying backwards.
Oh fuck. Scully at the corner like, shit. Shit.
I'll say, and now, you sort of, with that going on, you look back, and the first guy runs around the corner. It looks like he sort of has like a baseball bat as he's just like quickly running. So you may presumably make your attack on this guy as he quickly emerges around the corner.
Alrighty, let's see this dice roll. I didn't drop any. That's what the fuck? That's a lot of zeros. So we got let's see. That's one normal success. And then we got one crit. So that's 3 successes, and then a messy crit. 5 successes.
Okay. So a messy critical with 5 successes.
Yeah.
And since you were talking about how many zeros it was, I will say you can spend a
Wait,
willpower
wait,
to
no.
reroll 3
Hold
dice
on.
if you would like.
Sorry, I saw a 0 on one of them and I put it in the wrong one. So that is six successes. There we go.
6 successes. Okay.
Yeah.
6 successes with a messy critical.
And a normal critical.
I was like, well, yeah,
I don't
well, a
think
10 by itself is not a critical. It's only when it's with another 10. So
Oh yeah, no.
So
I
one
rolled
on a
5
regular.
zeros.
Yeah, so 1 on a regular die and 1. Wait, 5 zeros.
Yeah.
5 zeros. So that's 9 successes with
What?
that's 9 successes with a messy critical. So Scully, I'd say just tell me what happens to this guy.
Grabs him by the head and just slams him into the wall.
You grab this dude as he rounds the corner, and he barely has time to be like, what? And as you grab him, your claws sinking into his face, it quickly whip him around and then slam him into the side of the building as his head crushes and caves in, and you kill him immediately. To which one of the guys immediately behind him just says, "Holy shit!" And the remaining 4 dudes who were accompanying him quickly make as much distance from you as possible, and 2 of them pull guns out on you.
Awesome. Awesome.
And they will both separately try and shoot at you.
Peace. Peace and love, everyone.
Okay. There's 3 successes. And to my knowledge, do you have any points in celerity like Cat's Grace?
No, I don't.
Reflexes, any of that? No?
No.
Okay, then this will just be as is then. Because unfortunately Scully is not fast enough to just dodge bullets.
Yeah, I really thought about getting celerity, but Scully doesn't know anybody with celerity.
Yeah, that's fair. So that's 3 successes, so that is 6 points of superficial, halved because you're a kindred, so you take 3 points of superficial damage.
Okay. Let me pull up a better tracker. Sheets are great and all, but it's not super easy to look at it.
Fair enough. And the other guy will take a shot at you. Less good. 2 successes, so 5 halved rounded down, so that'll be another 2 points of superficial damage.
Okay. So that's 5 superficial and... Okay. Go meet Shield. This is crazy. That's why we let her in, right? This is crazy, but yes, it is. It is, in fact, why we let Scully in here. Okay, so how many people? You said 4 people are making as much distance as possible.
2 of them backed up seemingly because they were just freaked out that you just caved their friend's head in. And also did not have a way to retaliate without getting closer to you. But 2 of them pulled out guns on you and then proceeded to shoot you.
Tapping vision. Unfortunately, the most throwable object in my hands right now is a body.
This is true.
How close are those 2 standing next to each other?
I'd say they're like right next to each other.
I think you know what's about to happen.
Okay, make me a strength athletics roll.
Strength athletics roll. Awesome. Okay. Let's see. Oh wait, and then I add prowess to this, right?
For this, yes, you would. Yep, because it's a strength roll.
Would I add wrecker? This is a corpse and not a person, or would it not?
Let me look. Double potence rating when used for feats of strength.
But
I
it's
guess. For feats of strength, for this, I would say yes. For like your attacks, I would say
Yeah.
no. But for throwing a body, I will allow that. Yes.
Okay, yeah. Because it says can't be used against living targets.
Yes. Well, this dead body certainly is not alive.
Yeah, but I'm throwing him at alive people.
I know, but you're using a dead body, so I will allow it.
Okay, cheers. It cancels out. Okay, so let me set these
Besides, I think
aside.
it's a fun idea, so fuck it.
Okay.
Come at me, rules lawyers. Come at me.
I'm gonna say this now. That was 2 successes on those before I roll these, so I don't accidentally mess up those
Okay.
ones. And then we have 2, 5 successes.
5 successes.
Yeeting this fucking corpse at people.
Okay, let me see if they can dodge out of the way really quickly.
Tom said go meat shield, and I guess I took that literally, so...
Okay.
It's literally what you are. You're just standing there taking bullets. So.
And also, I guess I'm throwing bodies at
You
people.
can also throw it with meat shield.
Yep. Okay, so one manages to quickly like dive out of the way, but the other just goes and is just thrown backwards as the dead body of his friend just collides into him and knocks him down onto the ground.
Guys, do you think Scully's a good person?
I think no kindred is truly a good person.
Yeah.
But
And then... I think... How far are they?
I'd say most of them sporadically like 15, sort of like 10, 15 feet away from you. Because they didn't have the chance to like fucking book it way away or anything. And then the dude that you just knocked down, I'd say you probably flung him back like another 5, 10 feet, and he's just like on the ground under his friend's body.
Yeah. Okay, I think Scully... that was like, the major thing I could do in this round, so
Yes.
I think Scully's ducking back around the corner to be out of sight of the other dude with the gun. Like, not immediately there.
Yeah, sounds good.
So, and that is her thing.
All right. So it sounds as though the skirmish between Merrick and Andre is still going on, as Andre has run after Merrick after uppercutting him off into the distance.
Okay.
It's a bit difficult to see exactly what's going on, especially with everything you're dealing with at the moment. But at this present moment, they seem to be holding pretty even ground with each other. But you only get to check in for a brief moment as 2 other guys who do not have guns have now run up to you, fear in their eyes, swinging at you recklessly with baseball bats.
Okay. Cool.
And since you are not trying to dodge bullets, you may indeed try to either block, counter, or move out of the way of these attacks.
Okay. Is there like, Yeah, I think that she is going to be trying to probably more so catch things than, like, move out of the way, because she's more of, like grab the baseball bat to stop it from actually hitting her.
Gotcha. And since this is 2 attacks, you may unless you want to focus solely on stopping one, you will have to split your pool across the 2 rolls, however you see fit.
Okie doke.
I would say if you want to do half and half, if you want to put more into one than the other, then that is your choice.
Okay, what am I rolling?
This will be, I would say it would be Strength Brawl.
Strength Brawl. Okay, awesome. Do I add anything else? I don't think so. Like, I'm in like prowess and stuff like that.
Yeah. For you would be adding any relevant stuff like prowess and all that. Yes.
Okay. Since I'm trying to catch it and not trying to dodge, I assume.
Yes.
Okay. See, two things.
All right.
Let's see.
So...
I think we will split this pool. 3, 4. So we'll do 4 and 5.
All right. Sounds good. So for this first one, that is 5 successes.
Ooh. Okay. Well, we'll see what we can do here. That is only 3 successes on that. It's okay.
All right, so that one you managed to partially block, but it will go through, dealing, so difference of 2, plus 2, cut in half. So that'd be 2 points of superficial damage as you get whacked with this baseball bat.
Okay, and I think once the health is full, then it goes to aggravated.
Yes, then it starts turning into aggravated damage.
Okay. Me ouch.
All right, and then for the second one, there's a critical success.
Uh-oh.
So that is 6 successes total.
Ooh, okay. Let's see how much of this I can mitigate. That is only 1, unfortunately.
Only 1. Oh boy. Okay. So 5 plus 2. Okay. So that is have 3 more points of superficial damage.
Okay, and then let me see. So after. Am I putting markers on the ones I've, like, for superficial damage? Does it go from what my max health is or what my current health is?
It sort of just adds on. So if you've like filled up your superficial, then you just keep marking, and it'll change the superficial damage into aggravated damage.
Okay. Okay.
And as you get hit with that second one, it cracks you upside the head and sort of like splits your head open a little bit. And you feel sort of like dazed and disoriented for a moment. And it looks as though that they're just going to keep wailing on you when all of a sudden it's sort of like in the blink of an eye, you feel sort of like wind like whir past your head as you see one of the dudes get shoulder checked by someone and goes flying into the dude who's immediately next to him, and both of them get knocked onto the ground. And sort of looking up after you sort of like regain your senses, you see Florian standing in front.
No fucking way! I fucking What?
And he'll sort of like look back at you, and he'll just say, "Be upset with me later, okay?"
I'm seeing Tiara's reaction here. Yeah, yeah. Scully's like just like stunned and like baffled. It's like, what? Huh?
And he will sort of like quickly run up to one of the dudes who is down and just go and try and kick him in the head. Incredible. That's a critical. That's a critical success for Florian.
Oh my
god. And so that is a total of 8 successes. And so he runs up and he just like fucking punts this dude's head, and his head comes flying off his shoulders and goes just off into the distance a little ways.
Wow, we're twinning. Okay. I'm like so concerned because I'm like squinting at the aggravated versus superficial. Because if it's... Let's see, I've taken...
So, what is your full health?
My full health is 7.
7. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So it's on there, and then the gunshots were like... It was 5. Then there was 2 from the bat. And then...
Yeah. Yes, there was 2 from the bat, and then 3 more from the second bat.
Oh, okay, so that's 5 total. Okay. From the bats. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So, definitely in rough shape. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. I think Scully Loki does have to heal, right? Because that would be 3 aggravated after taking 10 superficial, right?
Yes. And you don't have to heal the you don't have to focus on the healing the aggravated. You can focus on the superficial damage if you would like, because that is easier to heal and obviously will require less rouse checks on your part. But obviously, if you make it out of this encounter, you will certainly have to heal over the next several nights to slowly lose that aggravated damage.
Yeah. I think that... Let's see. Because aggravated is 3 rouse checks.
Yes, whereas superficial is just 1.
Alright, let me make that rouse check for... healing the superficial. Okay, made the rouse check, and that's a success on that. Number removed dependent on blood potency, so... Where is that? 1 point per rouse check? That's crazy. Okay. They hate me. But that is 1 superficial healed.
1 superficial healed. It is better than nothing.
It's better than nothing. And let me see what else can do.
Alright, Merrick and Andre are still skirmishing in the background.
Nodding. Yeah, okay, I guess I can be mad at you later. Okay. I need to check how Arms of Ahriman work.
Okay.
This is just conjures shadow appendages that can control, but am unable to do anything else during this.
Yeah. You essentially essentially like stretch your shadow out and essentially like wrap up people and sort of like hold them in place essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Let me double check if it does anything specifically other than that.
I don't think it does, but I'm like, can I? What I want to do is stretch this around the corner to grab the guy who has a gun.
Okay.
That didn't get knocked down.
Let's see. Arms of Ahriman. Yes. The shadows attack and deal superficial damage or grapple. So you can grapple or deal damage.
Okay. Yeah. I think Scully is gonna try and go and let me see.
And while you have this active, you can do nothing except control the shadows.
Okay. Because I'm assuming that it's not. Actually, don't. I'm just gonna go ahead and try and grapple the person with the gun around the corner.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. So now the question is, what would this roll be, and what am I adding to it?
You need to make me a Wits plus Oblivion roll.
Okay. Okay. Let me go ahead and first roll my rouse check. I'm hungrier. God bless. Let's stop for a bite. Let's stop at Waffle House after this. Wits and Oblivion. Okay. 2. Swap this one out. That is 3 successes.
3 successes. Okay. You sort of like focus, having never used this ability before. But you sort of like feel your own shadow, and the shadows immediately around you just sort of like stretch outward and round the corner, and you just hear a as you can't see what's happening currently, but you feel your shadow sort of like wind up around and coil around this person holding holding him in place, as he is currently unable to move and is restrained.
I think Scully is kind of like leaning against the wall, hand on wherever she's trying to heal. Just like, right, okay, yeah. Be mad at you later. Can you handle these guys, Florian?
And Florian just cracks his knuckles and looks at the one dude who's on the ground, who's still dazed from when he shoulder checked him, and you see him sort of like look up away from him and then head around the corner to the guy who you have restrained, and Florian just says, "Leave her alone." And you just hear well, let me roll. Just being flavorful and dramatic, but let me roll.
As you do.
Okay. And you hear what sounds like a squelching sound, and
Hey, what?
and the one guy just screaming out in absolute pain before the scream goes silent, and you feel your shadows go slack around a now dead body.
It sounds like these are where I wish I had an actual avatar that can move, because the amount of times I've done a little peace sign. Shout out. A little heart emoji with like the hand, the little crossed fingers, heart. Crazy.
And so your shadows are now free. So do you want to keep focusing on the shadows? And if so, what are you doing with them now?
I think there's the guy on the ground that's currently dazed, right?
Yes, I would say there's the guy who's dazed from when he got shoulder checked, and then there's the dude who is more off in the distance, actually no. Actually no, that's the one who just got taken out. So yes, it's just the one dude who's on the ground right now.
Is he too dazed to get up, or is it just like a temporary thing?
It looks it's more like a temporary thing. It looks as though he just needs like a second, and then he'll be able to sort of like get back up and either get back in it or book it out of there.
Okay. I think as much as Scully wants to continue helping out from afar with these, she can't exactly do that with this guy in front of her. So I think that she's going to go ahead and retract the shadows, which like kind of like snap back. You know, like how like tape measures do.
Yeah. The shadows just back to you.
And I think Scully might stomp on this guy's head.
Okay.
Hey.
Make me a strength roll.
Okay. I love having really high dice pools. I'm not scared of dropping all of these on the floor. Okay. I think I have all of the dice I need. Hopefully. Let's see. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
7 successes. Yeah, easy work. You walk up, beat to shit, and you just lift up your boot and just fucking stomp down as hard as possible, and his head explodes like a rotten pumpkin.
Hey. And can I go ahead and heal? Do another rouse check.
I will allow you to. I will allow you to do that real quick. Yes.
Please don't let me get hungrier, because otherwise I'm going to have to lock myself into no more of that.
Yes,
okay, not hungrier.
All right, sounds good. And while that's happening, I will roll for what is happening in the background. Okay. And sort of like as you heal yourself a little bit more, Florian runs over to you. Hands covered in blood, much like your own.
You okay?
And he's. I was about to ask you that.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine.
You don't look fine.
It'll heal.
And he sort of like goes to it looks as though if he's like going to touch the sort of like massive gouge you have on the side of your head, but instead he sort of just like holds his hand in place and then pulls it back.
Can I peek around the corner?
To the one guy that you held with the shadows?
Yeah.
Yeah. You sort of peek around and you just see a prone form on the ground. you can't tell exactly what happened from just a peek. But yeah, you just see a prone form on the ground.
Are the other, because there was like the guy with the other gun, and then there was who I threw a fucking corpse at.
Yes, that was the guy. That you
There was two people with guns.
Oh,
and
yes,
then-
that's right.
Yeah.
So then we'll say he's still trapped under the body of his friend, too paralyzed in fear to do anything.
What about the other two?
The other two, well, Merrick and Andre.
No, because it was
Oh,
two
okay.
people who.
Yes,
Oh wait,
there's-
were those two people that we have just killed?
Yes, the one that
Okay,
you
awesome.
stomped his head in like a pumpkin, and the one dude who Florian kicked his head off his shoulders while he was on the ground.
Yeah, we just keep going for headshots. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, well, what can you say? They're effective.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, so technically there's still the one guy who is trapped under the body that you threw his way. Seemingly he is either not moving by choice or he is just unable to get out from under that body.
I'm just a girl. So I think
He's just a boy.
Can I make it any more obvious? Okay, so how
Shout out
are
to Avril
Merrick?
Lavigne.
Shout out. How is Merrick and Andre doing over there?
Looking over, now that things have settled on your side of things, they have slowly beaten their way back a little more towards the bar. They're both looking rough, but it is looking like Andre currently has the upper hand.
How? I think. And?
I was gonna say, and Florian's gonna sort of like look over at that and just say, do we have a stake in that fight? And if so, which one?
We do with Andre. I don't remember the description of Andre.
No.
Taller or shorter than Merrick?
He's shorter than Merrick.
The shorter one.
I would say not by much, but he is shorter than Merrick.
The shorter one who's currently winning. Because that's the dude who's helping the guy with the demon. Anyway.
Okay. Does he have a demon?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Scully's like thinking really quick and just like, yes or no? Do you think we could make some kind of fire? And do you think it would be a good idea?
That's kind of not our thing.
Oh yeah, no, it isn't.
I think I'm just gonna try and punch him. That seems to work pretty well.
Yeah, okay.
Florian is going to soaring leap over and try and just deck Andre real quick. And yeah, so yeah, he just and it just hits hits Andre in the side. It's just like what the, and which will give Merrick an opportunity to try and get a hit in, and Merrick, sort of like in that brief moment of, in the brief moment of that distraction, Merrick then plunges his claws straight through Andre's chest, and Andre sort of like starts to like freeze up, and sort of like seemingly like whispers something to Merrick before sort of just like freezing up, and his body sort of just like slumping down to the ground as he enters torpor.
Okay, awesome.
And Merrick
Boys.
sort of like retracts his Edward Scissorhands bone claws and just immediately collapses to the ground in front of Andre's body.
Yeah. Scully is gonna come up and like lean down next to Merrick. I don't think that she might retract them on one of her hands. She retracts her like little weapons on one of her hands and like pats him on the shoulder like, hey, you okay? You holding up?
I honestly wasn't sure if I was gonna make it through that.
Yeah, that was rough. Looks over at Florian. It's like, thanks for not listening to me.
Well, yeah, for what it's worth, I'm pretty glad I didn't listen to you either.
Right. Scully's gonna wipe off one of her hands, pull out the pager, and like go ahead and I think going to page. Let's see. We don't have like a group chat. I'd have to separately page everybody.
Yeah, I would say for pagers, no. You'd have to individually message everybody.
For some reason,
You could send out like a mass message, but you would not. They would each, if they were to respond, they would be responding individually to you.
Yeah, I think that is. Oh my god, I'm not remembering her name. Pixie.
Yes, Pixie.
I think that Scully will go ahead and message Pixie real quick so she doesn't have to spend time like going and paging like everybody. And be like, got Andre kind of in rough shape, but we'll try and head over to the club or wherever needs somebody.
Yeah. And after a few moments, you get a message back from Pixie, and she says, "Glad to hear it. The boys seem to be finishing things up over here right now."
Okay. She'll go ahead and text back. Good to hear. And look over at Florian and Merrick, and I think more so Merrick for this one. Like, what do we do with him?
And he sort of like looks down, and he sort of is just like looking over him. If you would like, make me a wits insight roll.
I think yes. I think Scully would, especially because there was the good old what was it? Whispering?
Yeah.
For that? It's like, where is my insight? Okay, it's 5. Okay. That is 2 successes.
2 successes. It's like,
Actually, can I do a willpower?
You may use a willpower to re-roll 3 non-hunger dice, yes.
I think that it was... Okay, I think I can re-roll 2 with that. And I failed again, that's okay. It felt important, so
Okay.
I'd rather use it than not.
Yeah, fair enough. That's what it's there for. And, sort of like, looking at him, and you obviously can't tell over what, but he seems conflicted about your question. Like he's mulling over a few different options right now and is trying to settle on which one.
What did he say in there to you?
He said that he thought that making a deal would ultimately put the ward in a better position for stability once Frey enacted his plan, did whatever I suppose his ultimate end goal was. And normally I deal with, I guess, socio-political situations better than this, but him just saying that, I just snapped. Because it's one of those things where I thought someone who's been intelligent, competent figurehead for the ward, how could he make such a stupid decision?
And what did he say to you just now?
That he thought I would understand, and that he thought I was better than this.
This big Scully kind of like looks down at him, kind of like nudges toward her body with her foot a little bit. And just like, I don't think that helping destroy another ward would have ever brought stability, and he surely knew that. There had to have been something else.
Yeah. And he sort of like puts his arm like under Andre and sort of like lifts him up a bit, so he's sort of like resting like on Merrick's lap. And Merrick sort of just like looks at him for a moment, and in a quick flash, Merrick extends his fangs and sinks them into Andre's neck.
Ayo! Scully's stiffening. Is this man Diablo Rising? Andre, hello?
That seems like likely what is happening currently.
I think Scully was like, what? Wait, what the fuck? Like, just straight up out loud. Merrick.
And Merrick rolled really well for that.
Oh my god!
And
Hey, Scully's got a fucking death grip on Florian's shoulder with the non-barrel up his hand. Like, what the?
I was saying, Florian sort of just just like rests his hand on your arm as you're doing that, and after a few moments, Merrick retracts his fangs, and you just see Andre's body begin to wither up. It doesn't fully dust, but does immediately become more emaciated and skeletal looking. And Merrick sort of just stands up, is a bit coldly, and sort of like just sort of looks down at Andre's sort of like skeletal face, and just crushes it under his foot.
I think Scully slowly blinks and is like, right. Okay. There's one guy still, kind of jerks her head back towards where that one guy is just kind of trapped under someone's body. But should we be going to... Pixie said that the hunter team is wrapping up. Should probably be heading to the club next.
That's a good idea. And he sort of looks to you and says, "You said there was one more?"
Can I insight what the fuck he said?
Yeah?
Cause it's just like, okay. Okay, that is 3 successes this time.
3 successes. Okay, what are you trying to insight about him?
I'm trying to insight if he's gonna fucking eat this other dude.
You get the sense that he is not trying to eat this other dude.
Kill him?
I mean, he seems a bit cold and agitated, but
Not murderous.
you're not hard set on this. He's gonna just kill this dude as soon as he walks over to him.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's one more.
And Merrick Merrick sort of like walks over to the one guy who is sort of just like frozen under the body, and is clearly like trying to play dead, but is just like this.
Yeah, me too, bro. I think that's the only thing you can do after seeing somebody's skull get crushed and then getting a corpse tossed at you. So
yeah, and he rolls the corpse off of him, and sort of just kneels down and sort of it like grabs him by the collar and pulls him closer, and say, Tell the others I'm in charge now. And then he just drops him. And he stands up and says, we should get to the others.
Yeah.
I hope there's still time.
I might need a second, but... try to get there as soon as possible. AKA, while they're like trying to go over there, Scully will be looking for animals.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you want to try and hunt real quick on the way there?
Yeah, essentially.
Okay. Then make me a... Oh god, what's the pool again?
Survival for sure.
Yeah, I think it's let's see. World of Darkness, this is not time for your notifications. I need to look up separate World of Darkness information. Farmer, let's see, composure and animal ken or survival.
Okay, composure, okay. 1, 2, 3, and then 1 extra dice for specialty.
Sounds good.
Okay. We got 2, 3 successes.
3 successes.
Yeah, 3.
Not able to sort of like with the route that you're going and the area you're heading towards, not a lot of like, you know, large game or anything.
Yeah, of course, it would be crazy. Holy shit, a bear!
Holy shit, there's a bear just in the middle of the road in Grand Rapids. So yeah, not a lot of large game or anything, but you do manage to sort of like come across like a couple squirrels that collectively are able to restore 1 hunger for you.
Alrighty. That's better than nothing, so we take it.
We take it.
Yay.
And you start driving in the direction of Frey's Club, which we will now transition back over to the 3 of you in the room with the torpid sheriff and Banu Hakim Primogen as Frey is standing in the doorway. And when last we left off, Yvain, I believe you wanted to try and activate a discipline really quickly, unless that plan has changed since last week.
No, I do.
Okay.
It may not work, but I mean, if Vane was like on high alert, she was like, "There's no way that we get in here and something doesn't happen. That's bad, you know." I would like to try and get Fata Morgana off, if possible.
Okay.
And I would essentially, because it says that for Fata Morgana, I can make a complex hallucination, correct?
Yes. Let's see. Let me look up exactly. Let's see. Let's see. Obviously, a test against a difficulty equal to 1 plus the number of senses the hallucination targets. So I guess before we get into the roll and all of what you need to get, what are you trying to do in this moment with Fata Morgana?
The hallucination I would love to attempt is I would like to immediately make it seem like the bodies behind them on the slab melt into shadows as if it's something that the sheriff did, and that the sheriff is behind Sheriff and Orinda are, and I don't know what Orinda's powers are.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
Fair
there's
enough.
that. But that the Baron and I'm not Baron. Oh my god, the Sheriff and Orinda are behind Frey, and that he essentially gets trapped in the one thing I have seen, which is, I want to make it seem like the sheriff was actually already freed, and they've set a trap so that Frey would be sucked into that weird purgatory.
Okay. So let's see. I'd say this would target visual, auditory. I'd say touch also. So, okay. So I will need
And I
in
did
that.
a rouse check too.
Okay, sounds good. What did you get on the rouse check?
I got a 10.
Excellent. So I will need you to make me a manipulation and obfuscate roll. Difficulty. Well, everything past one success will get you 1 sense. So for what we're looking for, we want at least 4 successes.
Okay. I have a pool of. Okay. I've got a pool of 7, so this is possible. Let me move these other dice out of here. 1 second. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna use a will. Am I allowed to use a willpower to
You are allowed
roll?
to use a willpower, yes.
Sick. So let me do that then. All right. So do this and this. So let's move the 8, the 9, and the 9 out of the way. Off to the side. Oh, and then I got 2 10s. Bitch, I got 2 10s.
All right, so how many total successes is that then?
Just on regular die, 2 10s counts as.
That is 2
4
tens is a
successes?
yes. I would say 2 tens is a critical, which is 4 successes.
So then 7 successes because I have 3 other successes.
7 successes. Okay, yeah. Your hallucination does exactly what
Give me
you're
that.
hoping to, but he is a kindred, so he has a chance to contest this. So we
Fair.
will. Granted, he will need 7 successes, so that is, that is a steep task. So we shall see if. Let's see.
Luca, pray for me. Please.
Okay. I say he is going to use willpower.
No! Counterspell.
And that is a failure. So
let's
so the hallucination goes off without hitch. As far as all of you are concerned, everything is as it was, but all of a sudden, Frey is looking past all of you in shock and horror, and sort of like then looks behind him and like, no, and you just see him sort of like crumple to the floor, screaming. Nothing seems to be happening to him, but he is screaming in terror, sort of like crumpled on the ground as if something is currently happening to him. Yvain, in your mind, you know that in his mind, he is currently being sucked into oblivion by the specifically being sucked into the abyss by the sheriff.
Karma's a bitch.
So he is he's currently in it, which means all of you are at the very least for this moment are free to do something.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes, go ahead.
I'd like to confirm. Sorry to interrupt. The ward on the floor is no longer active.
It appears to have been disrupted through your and Evane's intervention.
Okay.
Because Hassan does not seem to be having any adverse effects from it anymore at present.
Ephraim is going to then take that moment to move back and unstake both of them.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, because that's also you got it.
Okay.
Let's go.
I will say, you will be able to, like in this moment, before anything else happens, you will have the chance to unstake one of them.
Sheriff, then.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. You unstake the sheriff, and now I need to make a roll for him.
But I did stake the deputy. So. Never mind. So.
Yeah.
You should pull it and then move back.
Well, I'm getting out of the way.
So you get fucking eaten.
Because I don't know if he's gonna pop up right away.
Yeah, I was gonna say I need to make a roll for him real quick.
Buddy, this is not the time to lose control or composure.
Okay. Ephraim, I need you to make me a Dex Athletics roll real quick.
Oh, jeez.
Certainly. One success.
One success. Okay.
Oh no.
Well, now I need to make a separate roll for him.
Oh.
Things I do for the camera.
Do you have anything at all? Celerity? Anything?
No.
Oh.
The only thing he can do is try to make himself invisible.
Yeah, I would say you.
Shit, that would probably help.
I would say you pull at the you pull out the stake, and you see the sheriff's eyes sort of like spring open, but unlike the his sort of like normal eyes, you see that they are currently black and with a sort of like dark bluish purple hue to them, as he sort of like lunges up and grabs you and bites you.
Oh, great.
And
You're welcome.
No.
Let me double check.
Ephraim tries to do a nice thing.
You're the one time he acts selflessly.
Yeah, I was like, I need
This is why it
to
doesn't
double
work.
check because I do not have. Let me see if it's here real quick because I do not have my book, my core book, immediately in front of me. All right, Google, don't fail me now. Let's see.
I'm hoping that maybe we'll be able to try and help pull him off without also dying.
Okay. So yeah, that is yeah, so he, with one success, he grabs you for sure. And he sinks his teeth into your neck. And you are dealt 2 points of aggravated damage.
Okay.
As he bites you. And your hunger goes up by 1.
Okay.
As he is now sucking your life force out of you.
Awesome.
And that is where you are at currently.
Awesome.
May I attempt to assist?
What would you like to do to assist?
I am going to try. I am going to try and separate them.
Okay.
I don't know that. Can you use it? He's frenzying. I'm assuming.
He is.
essentially.
He certainly is. Yes.
Hunger frenzying. So I don't know if you can really use. a discipline on a frenzying vampire?
Potence.
Depends on what exactly you're trying to do.
Yeah.
And I'm worried of like if I do that, that's it, and then I don't get a chance to try and pull him off. I would like to try and invoke my presence and then convince him to release Ephraim and feed on Frey instead. Is what I would like to do.
Okay. I will say you can at least try and attempt it. It will not be an easy task, but you can at least attempt to do so.
Can I be trying to dislodge as I do this? I don't know. I'm so concerned. Oh, Ephraim, I'm so worried for you. But I do.
One time you help somebody else out.
Yeah, and then they try to kill him.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna go for this. I believe it. I believe in this. I would like to ask the storyteller, may I lean into my acting skills, and as I look at the sheriff, and try to grab him and to tell him to release Ephraim, because Ephraim is your savior. We have helped you. If you are hungry, you need to feed on that one, the traitor, the cancer of the Camarilla. And that is what she's going to try and say.
Okay, you may at least attempt to do so. I'll say we'll see how you do, because you are.
How much does specialization add again?
It adds 1 extra die.
Okay.
Because you are currently attempting to
Yeah.
rationalize with a hungry, frenzying creature.
This is very true. Okay. This is going to be manipulation plus presence. Okay. Okay. Don't worry, Ephraim. It's a decent pull. Oh, it's better than a decent pull, please, though. Okay, Ephraim. We might have did our big one. Hold on. I've rolled so many 8s. It's actually kind of crazy. I have rolled 5 8s and 2 9s.
5 8s and 2 9s. So 7 successes.
I have 2 dice left over. I'm going to use a willpower to reroll those.
Okay.
Let me move all of these out of the way so they don't get jostled. And then I rolled an 8 and a 9.
Okay, so 9 successes. Holy shit.
That is 6 8s and like 2 and 3 9s. What the hell?
You managed to, exude like such a, for lack of a word, presence, that quite frankly, maybe you didn't even know you had. But
it's time.
And sort of like in this moment, the sheriff sort of like suddenly just lets go of Ephraim and does not immediately make a move for Frey, but he has released Ephraim, and now I will give him another chance to stop frenzying.
Hey, something is better than nothing. Please don't eat my sorta kinda friend.
Okay.
He wouldn't call himself my friend, but after this, I've saved your life, dude. I've saved your life.
And you see the sheriff, as he sort of like stands there, sort of like, you know, like panting and snarling, before he sort of like slowly starts regaining his composure, and you see his eyes return to normal, and he passed his frenzy roll that time, and
Oh, we were gonna have another fucking death on our hands, but not the right kind. It could still happen.
Yeah, it could still happen. And yeah, Opal Part 2. And you see him sort of like come to, and sort of like sees Frey sort of like slumped over on the ground, who I will now also make another roll for.
I just want y'all to know my heart started beating so fast. Like palpitating. Like, oh my god. I thought everyone was about to be just sheriff food.
I was like, well, I did not anticipate it going down this way, but here we are, I suppose. Okay, and, ooh, wow, Frey rolled really well.
Fuck.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Just made it. He is free from the illusion.
Okay, but he gets to see that he's actually awake. No, I don't know.
Yes, I was gonna say he was just like, and sort of like whips back, sort of like whips back around at you. He seemed very like calm and composed before. Now he is frazzled and angry, and he sort of just looks at you, and actually let me make a separate roll for him. Okay, and he says, "You dare act against me?"
This is crazy. Well, what do you expect? If you talk like a bitch, walk like a bitch, and dress like one, perhaps you are a bitch.
Crazy. Okay.
Crazy indeed. And he will look at you, and he will
What can I say? She's mad.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
mad. I'm mad. What are you doing? Are you crazy?
It's like, are you crazy? What the hell are you talking about?
You dare.
And-
Yes, you committed a terrorist attack. What are you talking about?
Yes, and he will sort of just look at you and just say, "Help me." And I need you to make me an intelligence and resolve roll.
Jesus. Okay. Okay. At least it won't be at a disadvantage. Intelligence resolve. What do I even have in those? Okay, that's not terrible. Move these out of here. That is, well, that's, is that a 6? Or, well, I guess it doesn't matter if it's a 6 or a 9. It's a 6, but yeah, that's 4 successes. I got 2 7s, an 8, and a 6.
Okay, 4 successes. He got a critical success for 6 successes.
Fuck. Sorry, y'all. Well,
Yeah. Evane, you feel compelled to help Frey in whatever way you can.
fuck. Oh my god. Okay. Well, what is the most immediate threat to him? that I can see, has anyone started moving towards him? Are we all
Not-
kind of looking at each other like, what?
I was not. Yeah, it's currently a bit of a Western standoff situation. No one has made a full-on move yet. Because Hassan still looks pretty fucked up from that ward that he got caught in. And the sheriff looks as though he's about to start just going for him, but he hasn't done anything quite yet. But that could change in a split second.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I will. What would be the best way to help him? The door is also open, yes?
The door is open, but Frey is currently standing in the doorway.
Well, I'm trying to protect him, so
That is true.
That's fine. That's fine. It's bad for me, but it's fine. I guess what I do then is I unfortunately get up and I interpose myself between Frey and the rest of the room. And I am going to try and use, I don't know if I should use presence or if I should use obfuscate again. No one, or I could use protean. Oh shit. Well, I just have to act in his interest, right? Okay.
Yep, you have to act in his interest.
I'm gonna rouse check and I'm gonna use feral weapons.
Okay.
Okay, well I rolled a 6 so I don't get hungrier. And yeah. I guess veins nails elongate into claws or something. I've never used feral weapons before. So I haven't thought too heavily about that. But she is going to essentially back him up out of the room.
Yep. And as you sort of like back up, he sort of like backs up to give you space, and he starts walking off out of frame. So Ephraim, you cannot see him anymore from your position in the room.
So all I can see then is Yvain.
Yeah, you see Yvain in the doorway. The sheriff is more or less right next to you, and yeah, Hassan is still kneeled down on the ground currently.
I'm going to do what a Malkavian would do, and I'm going to unstake the other one,
Okay.
and then cloak shadows.
Okay.
Nice. I'm learning
good.
from my last action that happened.
All right. You unstake Orenda and
Cloak shadows.
yeah, Cloak of Shadows. I'm gonna say, and you just have to stand still for that one, so you don't
That's
even
fine.
need a rouse check for it.
That's
And we're on a winning streak, folks. As Orenda sits up now.
Is she also frenzying?
They are also frenzying.
If it's going to be a TPK, that's fine. That's what a Malkavian would do.
Someone give me a number between 1 and 6.
3.
3. Okay. Okay. They sit up, sort of like whip around real quick in a manic haze, and look for the nearest target in their vision, which in this case is Hassan. And
Oh my god! No!
and they just lunge at him animalistically. To which he is he's fucked up, but he is still going to try and defend himself. So let me roll for both of them real quick.
And the ball starts rolling down. No. I will fucking push this ball back uphill with my willpower as my only asset.
Okay, both of them rolled pretty badly, but Hassan did barely roll better. So he is able to quickly unsheath his sword and sort of like slash at her as they lunge at him, and they sort of like let out like an animalistic cry in pain as they sort of like look at him, still hunger in their eyes, but are not acting quite yet. But things are now starting to happen in rapid succession as the sheriff walks up to you, Evane, and as I was like,
cut your head off.
I was like, as the two Banu Hakim are scrapping, and Ephraim's like, I'm not here. So he walks up to you. Do you do anything as he walks up to you?
Because
you know what he's after.
But you told me I have to protect Frey.
Yes,
well,
which is why you know what the sheriff is after right now.
Yeah. I tell. Now here, okay. Here's my question for you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If I can still do something that helps the person, do I get to choose the way in which I want to, or is it just like, oh my god, I don't know, am I influenced to react in a very specific way other than like doing everything I can to try and protect him? Because my thought is to redirect who he's going for to the hunters upstairs.
Okay.
Which could
and how
also
would you like
potentially...
how would you like to go about doing that?
I would try and manipulate him again using presence, since it worked before.
Okay.
And that it might be a little bit easier because it seems like the frenzying has at least stopped.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thought process. But if we think that is too nice, then I guess I will try and fight the sheriff.
Okay.
Because I'm like, do I have to act in my own... Do I have to take actions that I know would put me in severe harm's way?
I would say...
Because I know that the sheriff could kill me.
Yes, you do know that. But I will also say that with his... with Frey's level of dominate, you are able to... he is able to circumvent your self-preservation.
No.
Your thoughts of self-preservation. I want to say, but I will also say that if you feel what he is asking goes against your nature, you may try and resist.
Well, I think that what he's asking me to do, which is protect him, is one thing. I think that killing people for him, which I don't believe that Elaine has ever done, would be a little wild. Because again, she's not really a physical fighter. She is more social. I just happen to have feral weapons.
Yeah, you never know when a girl needs feral weapons.
That's for creeps at the bar. Okay. I'm not trying to take a long time deciding.
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all happening rapid in Evane's mind.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to use presence on him, with the caveat that if it doesn't work, then in my mind I'll be like, oh, I just have to physically try and fight him. Then whatever that will look like for my outcome. So, all right, manipulation is presence. You're not gonna believe this shit. You're not gonna believe this shit. I'm just gonna take another picture because I don't understand. But I got 2 10s. I got 2 7s, a 6, and another 7. So that is successes.
8 successes. My God.
Listen. I'm so serious right now.
Well, if there was a time to be rolling exceptionally well, this would be the session for it. Okay, so you're using presence on Sheriff McCoy, is my understanding?
Yes.
Okay, and what are you trying to convince him to do?
I'm going to, because I know about the hunters that are up in Frey's secondary office, I could tell him to fight Orinda. There's also that. But Orinda and Hassan might take each other out anyway, so they're already kind of preoccupied. I don't have any clue where... I have no clue where Ephraim went, which is probably good for him. Gone. So I'm going to say leave Frey be and go and feast on the hunters up on the 2nd floor.
And he sort of like looks at you.
Drink your fill sort of shit.
Yeah, so he sort of looks at you and then sort of like peeks into the hall and sees that Frey has walked over and headed to that large ritual circle and is now like kneeling down in the center of it. And he then looks back to you and says, "You better be dealt with by the time I'm back." And,
I'm gonna die. I'm going to die.
And then he sort of just walks past you and heads up the stairs.
This Raven is like, what the fuck?
And
tell me to protect him, not those hunters. I don't know.
Yep. And yeah. The sheriff heads upstairs, and
now, do I get any chances to contest this again, or is it just it's like this until the end of the scene, or I die?
I would say, I would say after that sort of like detouring the sheriff, I would say you will have another chance to contest the role.
Okay, it was what? Intelligence resolve?
Yes. Yep. Intelligence resolve.
I don't even think that unless I crit, I don't think there's any hope. Can you, when you're contesting a roll, can you blood surge on that?
You may indeed.
Because I honestly may have to. Do I have to say that I want to blood surge right now, or can I say that after the fact?
I would say you need to do it before the roll.
Okay. Yeah, how many successes did you get? Like 7. Oh Jesus.
Yes, he got 7 successes.
I'm so screwed. Okay. So bad. Okay, I'm gonna willpower. Okay. We are friends. We're getting down to the wire here. Oh god, that was not good. That was only 3. Oh my god. Jesus. 4 successes.
4 successes. Unfortunately, not quite enough.
I snapped my
so-
own neck.
So you you still feel compelled to
Protect him.
you have to help
No.
Frey.
Okay. All right. I know that Ephraim was in the room. I have no clue where he is, so it doesn't really
Yep.
make sense to focus on him, and I wouldn't have anything to help me find him.
Yep, and currently you just see 2 Banu Hakim moving at lightning speed fighting each other in this room.
So dangerous, so dangerous, so dangerous. They might kill each other. And I'm upset about this, but also
And
I don't think-
it seems as though Hassan at some point sheathed his sort of main sword and then pulled out these 2 sort of like smaller serrated blades, and in a quick motion slashes Primogen Arenda, and they slump down to the ground, with Hassan still standing, covered in blood. Some of his own, some theirs.
like, okay, is Arinda decomposing or just torpid?
They do not appear to be actively decomposing, so most likely torpid again.
Okay, that's rough, buddy. Okay, then
I'll say torpid, but this time via damage and not just a stake to the chest.
I'm gonna just, since Hassan is not looking towards me right now, I'm going to use presence again, but I'm gonna use Melpomene. So just with my voice, and I'm going to tell Hassan to stand down. I'm going to tell Hassan to stand down and to stay out of Frey's way.
Let me look at Melpomene.
If I remember correctly, it just allows me to use my presence with my
Yes,
voice.
so use a presence without seeing the target, only having them within earshot.
Though I can see him, so.
Yes, I would say so. It works with awe, daunt, dread gaze, and trance and majesty.
I hate this game. Why did I roll better on this? This is so rude to me specifically. Okay, well, I got. At least that's not a crit. I got 5 successes.
5 successes. Okay.
From you have to stop me. Yeah.
All right. I would say he would contest this. Let's see.
Man's just gonna be like, please, I don't want to fight you, but I will. Girl, with what? With what?
All
Hopes
right.
and dreams?
6 successes. He succeeds.
Thank God. Thank goodness somebody, since Evane's just fucking it up, somebody do something.
And
Knock her out. Kill her. It's okay.
I say he he sort of looks over at you, covered in blood.
Scary. Frightening.
Yeah.
Kind of hot.
I'd say some of which you dabbed off yourself just mere moments ago.
Yeah.
And he just says, "What are you talking about? This isn't you."
I have no clue that I've been. Are you ever aware that you've been? No, right? You're just
No.
like, oh.
I would say, especially. Well, this is a little above table. Especially with rationalize like Frey has. You justify whatever they told you to do. You justify it to yourself to be like, no, I'm choosing to do this. But
I have to. I think your veins just like I have to.
And
he's my sire, and he's the only thing the only person. If he dies, I have nothing, and I am nothing. I can't let you. I can't let you stop him.
And he'll sort of like stumble towards you, and
he's my everything. I love him. Vane's just like,
this totally isn't Stockholm syndrome, but yeah.
I love him, and I know he loves me too. Yep, it's just rationalizing it. It's fine. It's just so depressing.
And he stumbles towards you, and he just says, "My sire loved me too, in her way. But that's just because she didn't want to lose me. She didn't love me the way I loved her. And Frey certainly doesn't care about you the way you care about him."
Don't say that. Oh, God. Don't make Vane cry, too. This sucks. This is the worst field trip ever. Oh. How close is Hassan to me?
He's just like maybe 2 feet away at this point.
Evane takes It takes a fighting pose, even though it looks very unsure. She's got feral weapons active. It's just like. I think she's just like, even so. Even if he doesn't. I'm too afraid to look towards any other path. I'm just the same old Yvain. And I think she puts her hands up. It's just like, and I know.
He takes another step forward.
You're stronger than me, but I can't let you do this.
Takes another step forward.
I take a step back.
I'd say I'm gonna roll to have him try and grapple you. That is 8 successes.
I still get to contest it.
You do get to contest it. You can either try and fight back, or you can try and dodge out of the way.
What would be the roll to dodge out of the way?
It would be a Dex Athletics roll.
And then to fight it off would be Strength Brawl, right?
It would be Strength Brawl.
They are both pools of 3. They're both so bad. Okay. Yikes. I'm trying to break free. I got 2 successes.
2 successes. Yeah, no. You stand no chance. He wraps his arms around you, but less in a way of trying to less of like a police hold or anything like that, and more just like he's just giving you a really tight hug. And he says, even if you don't have him, you still have me. And
I'm crazy right now.
Yvain, I was like, Yvain, make me another contested roll against the Dominate.
I'm straight up having a bad time, y'all. Not a bad time. This is always fun. I'm emotionally distraught. I only have 3 willpower left. Oh God. It's like I don't think there's any other way. Please. Okay, well, I will willpower because I have 110 and I've got 4 successes total. I'm going to willpower and I'm just gonna see if I can please get another 10. I'm so scared. That's 4 successes.
4 successes. It's okay, because with the previous attempt and with the previous efforts and interaction, I had lowered the difficulty down to 4. So you are free of the Dominate.
Goodbye. All right, that was a great game, everybody. I can't go on. I feel weak in my limbs. Oh my God. I feel weak in my limbs. I was like, the only way out of this is that someone is gonna have to just kill me, and and I was prepared for it, and I was ready to die.
Oh my goodness.
Listen, it's kill Frey over everything. Even if that means sacrificing Yvain, and I was prepared for that.
I think that's
Okay.
fair.
How, like, am I don't, is it like a instantaneous, like, I feel like myself again?
I was like, yep,
or is
it's
it, like,
just
confusion.
nope. It's just like a disconnect from what you had been told, and you have broken through it. You still have entire recollection of everything that happened until this point. It's just that now you do not feel compelled to act in the manner that you were.
But Frey doesn't know this.
Frey does not currently know this.
Yvain wants to scream, "You fucker!" However, Frey doesn't know this. Ephraim, I would like to pause on the chance that I am talking over you, and you have something that you would like to attempt doing. I know that's got like a little wild there.
Yes, Ephraim, you just saw all of that go down, standing there invisibly.
A 5-minute introduction.
He's staying there. He isn't goddamn moving until everyone leaves the room. And then he's going to do sense the unseen to make sure there's nobody there. He ain't budging.
He said self-preservation above all else, and I respect it.
He's
And
like
I
the sheriff.
helping.
He's like the
said,
sheriff
I did
just
my
tried
part.
to
I
eat
took the
me.
facts out.
And
Yeah.
see, that's what they were told to do, was to free those two. They did. He completed the mission.
That
So
is
now
true.
he's just staying there. He ain't budging until the room's empty. So
Okay.
Like the sheriff just tried to eat me.
yep.
Okay. Man, fuck this dude in particular. I would like to move into the hallway out of line of sight from where Frey is, since I know where like his little altar of BS is set up.
Right. Are you giving any indication to Hassan that you are?
Yeah.
yourself
Sorry.
again?
Yes. I'm so angry right now.
I was like, because currently he's got you in a bear hug right now. Until you give him an indication that you're yourself.
Eventually, it's like Yvain's body relaxes, like she sags, and there's like a small muffled sob, and a thank you. And she would look back at Hassan, just kind of like a very different look on her face. It's just like, I'm going to kill him.
And he just gives you a knowing nod and lets you go.
If I say anything like that again, I don't care what you have to do. He cannot be allowed to escape out of here. I'm holding my hand like I have a knife in it. You guys can't see it off to the side, but I've been doing this because I'm so tense. Like, I'm gonna stab him.
It's like, now just get him in a shower and we can recreate Psycho.
I would like to. I'm going to try and get the jump on him and Fata Morgana again.
Okay. What are you attempting to?
Fata Morgana.
Yes.
I want it.
Because he is currently kneeling in this ritual circle.
I'm going to give him something extremely believable, which is I'm going to have it be that I walk out. I walk out covered in some blood. Not as though I've eviscerated someone, but perhaps that, like, essentially I just had my lover die in my hands.
Okay.
You know, because Hassan was already covered in a shit ton of blood. And I'm going to have myself tearing up and start weeping tears of blood, kind of like in frustration, but it's very muted, and just with me going, "Oh, Primogen, Arinda, and Hassan have taken care of each other. What would you like me to do with the sheriff?" That's yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
I want him to believe that I'm here to now, like,
Alright.
that it worked, and but like this is the selling point. Like,
Gotcha.
oh,
So just a visual auditory then. So yeah, I will just need 3 successes on the roll for that.
afraid. I'm going to. This isn't a PG-13 show, but you know,
You don't say.
all right. So 2 more. Okay. Oh, this is the wrong one. I don't want to. That's not my pretty die. Not my pretty die. Alright, I'm going to willpower, because I don't like that. I have 3 successes.
3 successes. That's exactly what
But-
we needed.
But I wanted to reroll.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Well, actually, you said it's 3.
Yes. I would say the target was 3. That's all you need for what you're going for.
Fuck him. But I rerolled already, so whatever. I got 5 successes.
Okay. So, yeah, with 5 successes, you could add on a couple other sensory effects to the Fata Morgana if you wanted, like the overpowering smell of blood.
You know what?
perhaps.
I'm gonna give him what his freaky little heart desires. I'm going to essentially have Yvain like collapse near him, holding onto his arm, saying,
Okay.
please, I'm sorry, please, I don't want you to throw me away. I'm just gonna give him what he thinks Yvain should act like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm throwing some believable stuff that's probably happened in the past, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We've been down this road before.
Yeah, and sort of like as you do that, he sort of just strokes your hair and says, "Don't worry, dear. We'll take care of it all soon enough. I'm almost finished here."
Can I, while this is happening,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to attach myself to Frey, and I'm going to start drinking his blood.
Okay. I would say before you do that, Hassan will sort of silently make a suggestion to you that might be able to, I would say, if it goes off, very much help you in that endeavor.
Mm-hmm.
Where he will sort of like pull off a ring that he has, and he will sort of just like whisper into it, and before your very eyes you see the ring sort of like mold itself into a stake.
This hand was right. Yeah.
And so essentially he's suggesting a 2-pronged approach. He attempts to stake him, and then you do whatever it is you are trying to do.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Let me make this roll real quick while Frey is distracted by the you that he cares for in his mind. Incredible.
Oh, that's a good incredible, not like, and he hunger frenzies.
No, he got 10 successes.
Oh. Blows up.
Yeah, so in the blink of an eye, you see Hassan practically teleport from next to you to immediately behind Frey and just drive the stake through his back, and you just see Frey go and just like immediately freeze up and fall backwards in the ritual circle, and he is now torpored and prone in the middle of his ritual circle.
Okay. I would like to I'm thinking. Before I act, because I know you could get me here. Was he finished with the ritual?
As far as you could tell, maybe a quick intelligence blood sorcery ritual.
I got 3 successes.
3 successes. With your limited knowledge of this, it does not appear that he had finished exactly whatever he was doing. Your little illusion sort of distracted him in the sort of final touches.
Yeah, since he's actually torpored, and I was just doing that because I was like, once the kiss happens, it kind of makes it a little bit hard. But since now he's torpored, will Hassan allow me to borrow his sword if I motion for it?
He doesn't give you his main sword, but he will hand you one of the sort of like somewhat shorter serrated blades that he had pulled out, and he will hand that to you.
And then I'm going to say, well, I don't know everything about everything, but as the Scourge, would you approve a blood hunt on this kindred for his crimes?
And sort of looks down at him and looks at you and say, I'm not the prince, so it's not my place to make such calls. However, and he looks down at him again, I think, given everything that has transpired, I'm sure we can plead our case.
I'm wondering, does it make more sense to... Listen, I love you, Prince Wolf. I don't want to give you the satisfaction of dealing with him. This is mine. I think the temptation to eat him is very on Yvain's mind.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the thought of having any more of Frey in her, influencing her, is not worth it. And she has already kind of proven to herself that she is capable without him. She does not need to be like Frey to get shit done.
You don't want him bouncing around in your head forever.
At all. At all.
Which is a very it is always a possibility when it comes to diablerie.
And Yvain says, well, the sheriff did give me an order before he left, and she's going to she's going to executioner cut down Humphrey's neck.
Okay. And with this, it is a bit of a serrated blade.
She wanted him to be able to see it.
Yeah.
She didn't want him to see it, but he's torpid.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I want to say, well, he is torpid, and his eyes do appear to be open.
If they're open,
and
he comprehends, she's like, and this is me taking every dream from you that you had.
Yeah, I would say, and you bring it down, and it is a serrated blade, so it's not exactly a clean cut. So it does get sort of just like wedged in his neck.
She saws.
Yeah, I was saying this requires like some tearing, and eventually you finish sawing through his neck, and his head sort of like his jaw sort of like slacks and like rolls over to the side, and he begins to decay right in front of your eyes.
Like, how is he decaying? Is he turning to dust? Is he just turning to a skeleton?
He's sort of like a bit similar to how it was for Andre. He's sort of turning in, not dusting, but turning into like a more like skeletal, almost like mummified state.
I think Yvain holds up the head. My trophy! No, she doesn't say that though. She holds up the head, then she holds it carefully in two hands. And I think she hugs it, crying some. It's still her sire, listen. And she's just like, you stupid, petty man. If you had just treated me right, I would have gone to hell and back for you. And now your dreams are dust, as are you. As she drops his head on the ground and she fucking steps on it with her heels.
And sort of just crushes it. I was like, you and Merrick, very similar wavelengths tonight. And Hassan sort of just drops the other blade and just rests his hands on your shoulders.
Yvain full on starts sobbing. I don't really think that there's a way for her to, even though she fucking so pissed, and the hatred that starts sitting in there. It's like one long nightmare, and I think there's just such disillusionment right now. Just like, wow, like it really came to this. And so she's just full on sobbing. But we're all out of that room, Ephraim.
Yeah,
I was like,
you hear all the shit that's going on outside the room, but no one is in here. No one is in the room except for a torpid Arenda currently.
Okay, because you were talking about the ritual circle, so that's why I wasn't sure if it was still in the room or.
Yeah, no. They have different ritual circle. The much larger one outside.
Yeah, I almost think of it as like an epilogue, like right before you get to the credits, like you just see Ephraim like step out of the shadows and leave.
My work here is done.
Yep.
Just like,
But
all right, I'm out of here.
Exactly.
It's like,
See
I'm gonna
ya.
let them deal with
The kindred
that.
is the
I'm
one
a
that's
gone.
alive.
It's like the Ferris Bueller. You guys are still here? Go home. It's over. Like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I'm gonna try to like try. I think I'm like kind of almost like doing the hiccuping breath, and it's definitely just like an involuntary body remembers thing.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to like calm myself enough to send a mass message saying club secured except for a few hunters. Sheriff up. Arinda still in torpor. She doesn't say back in torpor, she just says still in torpor.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Arenda not awake yet.
Arinda's just having a day.
Yeah,
Probably
they're just
a
having
week.
a day. And so how long do you stay down in this?
Oh, we have to go and make
chamber?
sure that the sheriff is not fucking dead.
Yeah, fair.
She's
So
gonna be like, Hassan, the sheriff went. I sent him to the hunters to eat them.
and he says we should. I'm
Make
sure
sure
he's
he's
fine,
good.
but we should go investigate regardless.
No, but he also did get staked.
And so he'll sort of like take one last look at Frey's body and start ushering you towards the stairs.
Is there any jewelry on him or anything of importance that I would recognize that I should take?
Any jewelry on Frey?
Does he have the locket on him, or does he have something that I would recognize that he always keeps on him?
I'd say there are like a couple rings on his hands that you know that he always wore. That he still has on.
And I'm specifically also going to take his pager
Okay,
as proof. Give me that.
sounds good.
And then I take, and then I'm like, take a
Yeah, you're just
picture.
like-
Take a picture of the room.
Yeah. Bust out
and
my
then,
phone, start taking selfies.
And then I guess I'll carry Arenda's body. Maybe, I don't know. Like, should we leave her down here?
Well, upon bringing that up, I'd say Hassan would go over and pick up their body and sort of just like throw them over his shoulder.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so now that we've got them, well, yeah, we can head up. And I think Evane's just like, I hope Ephraim's okay. I hope Ephraim's okay. I'm assuming Ephraim's okay. I didn't see Ephraim die, so I'm assuming it's one of those. If it happened off screen, it didn't really happen.
Yeah. I'll say it's like Terra in the final season of True Blood. If you know, you know. But you head upstairs to where you know his sort of like office, his functional office to be. And you see the door is sort of slightly ajar.
Okay. I guess I just make eye contact with Hassan and then just kind of motion that we should go in, but maybe be prepared.
Mm-hmm. And so he'll put like his free hand on the hilt of his sword and sort of like gently nudge the door open with his shoulder. And you step in and you see hunter bodies strewn across the room, blood everywhere. And you see the sheriff with spatters of blood on him sitting in one of Frey's sort of like lounge chairs, smoking one of Frey's cigars. And he says, I trust it's done then.
Yeah, so you can find his, well, what remains of him in the basement. I would say thanks for not dirtying my new office too badly, but and she just kind of looks at the blood fucking everywhere. Guess I'll have to call in special cleaners.
And he sort of like stands up and says, I'm sure Prince Wolf would be more than happy to arrange some of those for you.
Thanks, by the way, for not murdering me. Does she say it like that? She's in a weird headspace, right? She's like, thanks for not murdering me. Though I guess that's also part some of what I did.
Yeah.
So thanks to me too, I suppose.
I would say that does get like the tiniest chuckle out of him, which does not happen very often when it comes to him.
Yay!
And he just says, well, thank you for talking some sense into me. And
had good motivation. You were gonna eat my coterie, mate.
and he sort of just walks past the both of you and just says, well, shall we then?
Let's get the fuck out of here.
And you
the other teams. She says randomly.
Yeah. And Sheriff McCoy sort of like looks at you quizzically. Cut to the others rolling up outside the club.
In the club, we all fam.
What the fuck?
And I'd say they pull up, as the does in all movies and shows. You guys are leaving the building just as the other team are pulling up, so you all convene with each other.
And I like to think Ephraim's just standing there waiting outside.
Yeah.
He's with this look on his face, like, oh, you guys finally showed up.
Yeah.
My God.
What the hell took you so long?
Right.
Oh my God.
He's just sitting outside looking at his messages. So.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep. And so, I would say so. Scully, Merrick, and Florian, show up. And so you guys, meet up, and let's say both Evane and Ephraim. You see Scully and Merrick beat to shit as they show up with a guy you have never seen before.
Like, who the fuck is that? So I guess like we're walking out, kind of like sticking close to Hassan, and I feel like we're just kind of muttering. Vane's kind of going over like, oh yeah, Rick and oh my God, what is that asshole's name? Why did I forget it all of a sudden?
My brain supplied Travis, and I know that's not it.
Marcus.
Thank you, Marcus. I kept wanting to call him something different, like Matthew, and I was like, that's for sure. And Marcus went to go take care of hunters that we pinned a location over between this area on this border, and then Merrick and our acquaintance, because she's like now, Merrick and another friend, Scully, went to go and take care of an issue in Ward 3 with Baron Walker, who we think potentially may have been working with Frey.
I see.
And then we see them. It's like, oh, I suppose we can just ask.
Yeah, and I'd say they show up, and Merrick walks up to you, like that, beat to shit, and he just hugs you.
I feel like I feel like that's kind of a response enough to know that like it wasn't good. It was not good. Yvain wraps her arms around Merrick and says, I know. Me too. But we'll get through this.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming back.
Back at you.
I cut a man's head off. Changed forever. No, she.
Yeah. And
Trying to break the tension, just like I feel so. I cut. Yeah.
and
I guess I sawed it off.
and he just says, "I did worse than that."
I think
So
Yvain
gross.
kind of like takes Merrick's face in her hands as she's like looking into his eyes. I know, because I'm assuming that was just he said that to her, but not necessarily real loud or anything.
Yeah.
We'll talk. Why don't we talk later?
Okay.
Just kind of rub his cheekbones.
Yeah. And while that's happening, Florian sort of is just standing next to Scully, and he sort of like leans in and says, "So I know some of these guys, but who the fuck are all these people?"
Yeah, Scully kind of just starts pointing people out. And then, like, after that, she's like, I mean, if they're out here and not freaking out, I think that means that they got it done. So that's good.
Oh, well, that's good, I guess.
I think Scully will go ahead and walk over with Florian.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you alive and well.
I feel like well is maybe an overstatement, but
Well, you do
glad
gotta.
guys are
You
alive.
have a crack in the side of your head, so that is very fair.
Such as it. Yeah, I noticed.
Gonna need another haircut after that.
It's like how did everything wrap up here?
Well, we were able to. We were able to untorpor the sheriff. She kind of gestures to the sheriff. I don't know where
Yeah.
he's standing right now.
Yeah, I was say he's sort of like standing off to the side because he saw like all the like warm reunions and hugging and shit, and he's like,
And
give
he
me
was
the
like,
give me the fuck away from that.
He's that only one person. She's not here right now.
He's like, only one person. She's not here. I don't give a shit about any of the rest of that. I'm gonna.
Fuck all y'all.
Crazy.
I don't even care that you saved me.
Said sheriff is not tortured anymore. Ritual was averted. You know, you might from my face be able to tell I killed my sire, so that's going to take processing.
Mm-hmm.
And the sheriff took care of the hunters upstairs, so I think. And I just feel like officially this is now my property, so I'm gonna have to get this deep cleaned.
Congrats.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get the blood sorcery scrubbed out of the floors. Yeah. But it went well as it could, I suppose. And she leans in. Sheriff almost ate Ephraim, and I stopped him. But then the Primogen is still. Well, the Primogen was actually untorpoured, but then they tried to eat Hassan, the Scourge, and that they were fighting, and it was a lot. And then I was also trying to protect Frey for a second, and then Austin
Yeah.
torpid Imogen Arenda, and then he helped my head clear. I don't know. I don't really understand it. But thankfully it happened out of sight from Frey, so then I was able to rally and put him in another hallucination, which allowed us to stake and then kill him.
That was a lot.
Yeah,
but I'm
and
glad you're
so
okay.
you sort of finish saying that, and
She's definitely like full on gossiping in
Yeah,
like
so
a
you-
talk whisper.
yeah, so you finish saying that, well, because also Florian's standing right next to Scully right now, so yeah, you finish saying
hello,
that.
by the way.
Yeah, I was like, you finished saying that, and Florian's just like, yo, that sounds fucked up.
Right. Evane, Florian, Evane.
Hi.
He's my friend. I told him not to come, and then he showed up.
And he
That's a good thing.
sort of like smiles, and as he smiles, you see like he has all like pointed, almost like shark-like teeth when he smiles.
Evane will put a hand out to shake his hand and then say, "It's nice to meet you, Florian. Thanks for not listening. I think we needed all the help that we could get tonight."
Yeah, this seems like the one time to not listen to something Scully told me to do.
And Evane kind of gives a nudge, just like, "Seems like you're lucky to have a good friend.
That's
It's not
true.
very common in these nights."
So
Good for you.
Thank you.
Embarrassed by the teacher in front of the class now.
So what is the plan now?
Well, have we heard anything from Rick and Marcus?
I paged Pixie a bit ago after we finished up, and she said that they were cleaning up. That's something finishing.
Okay. Did they respond to my mass text or page?
I'd say it took a couple minutes, but you would just get a message back from Rick saying, "Hell yeah."
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. I'm going to just send I'm there's no way to send a thumbs up emoji via a page. I think Evane just sends like all clear to Felicia. And then also sends that to Keen to pass along.
All right, and you...
Oh,
yes.
Evane immediately. Sheriff McCoy.
And he sort of turns and says, "Ms. Mallory."
Holds up Frey's pager, and then holds it away like, well, you know. But
Yes, I do.
it's Jasper and Luna, right? Yeah. Primogen Jasper, Primogen of Luna. She holds up the pager, and then points back at the club.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? They helped with that.
And
Apparently, the thought was that if voices in favor of Prince Wolf were removed, it would give them louder voices on the council.
And he just says, "I see." Well, give that to the Scourge, and me and the Hounds will compile information and then present to the Prince so she can make her ruling on
Would
all
you
this.
also like the information that I got from my contacts in the Nosferatu about their help funding the basement that you were kept in?
That would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I also have video footage of the hunters that Frey hired, so you can have that too.
Thorough.
Cross your T's, dot your I's. Now, I don't know about all of you,
Yeah.
but a lot has happened tonight, and I would like to go the fuck home to my haven. It's been real. I'm glad.
Ephraim's already gone. So.
Ephraim already left.
I say
I
Ephraim
don't
just.
know if y'all noticed.
I say Ephraim Irish goodbye. He's
Yeah,
like,
okay.
I'm out
Ephraim
of here.
didn't even say anything. He's gone.
No, he's gone.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for
But
me.
I kind of want to pull an Ephraim and also be gone. This has been. I know that I'm not damaged per se, other than emotionally and mentally scarred for the rest of my unlife. However, you all look like shit and should probably rest.
Thanks. I feel like shit.
Yeah.
And Hassan will sort of walk over to Scully and sort of just like reach out for your sort of like head gash and say, "May I?"
May you do what exactly?
Blow your
Boo-boo.
head up.
To be fair, she crushed someone's skull earlier, so she's very aware of what we can do.
Yeah. Assist, preferably.
Yeah, I'll take the help. Yes, thank you.
All right, and he sort of like places his hand on your wound, and when he removes his hand, all of you see that the head gash is closed, and Scully, you heal 2 aggravated damage.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Wow, I suddenly don't have a concussion. Oh,
I mean, it's like, you do that and you are bleeding out of your ears and your eyes?
I
Did
can't
you-
use it on myself.
Oh, wow.
Thank you. I think Scully's very clearly like, what the fuck? So I don't think that Scully doesn't know enough about this shit. Anyway. Just like, what? Right. In that case, are we all going to disperse for the night?
Yeah, I was gonna say Florian is sort of like looking at everybody, and he'll sort of like look at you, Scully, and say, "No offense to all your friends and stuff, but can we get the fuck out of here?"
Yeah, let's leave. Alright, bye.
I was like, Scully and Florian leave.
Yeah. They're skipping away, holding hands and everything.
You have holding hands, skipping away into the darkness.
I will tell Hassan and Merrick that they could both come over if they will. It's a big ass house. They do not have to be near each other if they didn't want to be. But if they want somewhere to crash for the evening, they can both come over.
Yes.
But I am going home.
Yes. Merrick will take you up on the opportunity. Hassan will politely and respectfully decline because he has a shit ton of work he needs to do now.
Poor man.
Hands over the patriot. Oh, sorry, Tom.
I was just saying all that vampire paperwork.
Yeah, all that vampire paperwork.
Written in blood.
I can't get behind the Camarilla just based on the fact that they just they died and then they decided to put more paperwork into everything. What?
They're like, you know what
Is that
sounds
enough?
really, they're like, you know what sounds really good? Bureaucracy.
We
That sounds
love
so fun.
administrative assistance. Thank you.
Slows everything down.
Yeah, and
No wonder they're like now we
Masters
got all
of
the
red
time.
tape.
and so you and Merrick head off.
Give a Hassan a hug and a kiss, and a good luck, with the.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yes, and everybody disperses for the evening after a very eventful night. And that is where we will bring tonight's session to a close.
Woo! Good job, everybody.
Thank you.
Good job.
You all survived.
We
That
survived.
was, that was a long one, y'all, but we did it.
We did it. Yippee!
And we survived. Ephraim, I'm so happy you didn't get eaten. That would have been really a
I appreciate
terrible
you
way to go
letting
out.
him not eaten, but yeah, after that he was just like, he's like, fuck.
Oh
that.
yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
well,
like,
I
the
did
other one,
one
let's see
good
what
thing.
happens.
Yeah, it was one of those things where I was like, damn, is Ephraim about to get Diablerized right now? That's crazy.
Because honestly, like I said, I respect it. At that point, it's like, well, let me just take myself out of the equation because this is
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
I did consider for a minute breaking Shadow and Diablerizing Frey. Just like running in and Diablerizing it. But I thought, I
Well,
considered
Arenda
it.
was right there.
Yeah. Or one of them. I just considered and I was like, no, he wouldn't even bother. He's just like, no, I'm not getting involved.
He was like, that looks like a little snack.
I was like,
You know?
I was just like run in while Evane is distraught and distracted. Oh, time to nom on her sire's neck.
Thought about it.
Sorry,
about
excuse me. Let me just get a little sip.
She
here.
would have
Sorry.
actually fought at that
I
point.
was
I
like, sorry,
know.
sorry, let me get in there real quick.
But the player
Sorry,
was
sorry,
like,
I
no,
need to
let her
get a
have her
ch-
moment. So,
I'm like, a free snack. I love it.
That's so beautiful.
all right. Well, thank you everybody as usual for watching. We appreciate your support. We got one more.
One
We got
One
I
more.
can't-
Crazy.
of the last season. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Next
Yep,
week.
the grand finale.
Wow.
I'm gonna miss my maladjusted vampire. What the hell? I need to comment on the shirt. We didn't acknowledge the shirt
Yeah,
the entire
I love
time,
hot-
except for in private.
I know. I was like, wow. I hopped in, and no one said anything about it.
We were talking about just in chat.
I didn't notice it until we had started, and Tiara mentioned it in chat. I was like, oh my god.
I was thinking about it. Like literally as soon as I hopped in the call, and I was like, "Wow, I'm really wearing a fantastic shirt to be streaming tonight."
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
beautiful.
It's all good. Oh, it's on brand. So
Who's
Fair
the
enough.
hot dad? And
Hot dads are us. Next, whatever happens next, all hot dads.
All hot
That-
dads.
That's the player base. All hot dads.
It's only hot dads in
Yes,
the
all
next
enemies
game.
hot dads.
I would say next game after this one, all hot dads.
All hot dads. Heroes, villains, all of them.
All of them.
All of them.
all right. Well, good night, everybody, and we
Good
will see you
night.
next time.
See
Good
ya.
night, everybody.
Bye bye.
Yes.
The hot dad's shirt really
I was like,
took me
I
out.
wanted to be like, yo,